It's going to be an incredible morning. Get ready for the last budget of Modi 2.0 government and before the Lok Sabha elections. Sakshi Batra continues to be with us. Sakshi with Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, who's going to present and has presented last 5 budgets since 2019. 11 a.m. will be presenting the interim budget of 2024, just days ahead of Lok Sabha elections. Finance Minister Sitharaman will be scheduled to meet President Murmu first at 8:45 a.m., then expected to reach the Parliament around 9:15 a.m. and then a Union Cabinet meeting is scheduled at 10 a.m. and she will commence her budget speech at 11. Now, this is going to be an interim budget, which means because Lok Sabha elections are slated to take place just in the next few months, so the full year budget will be presented after the new government is elected.
आप तो जानते ही हैं कि जब चुनाव का समय निकट होता है तब आमतौर पर पूर्ण बजट नहीं रखा जाता है। हम भी उसी परंपरा का निर्वाह करते हुए पूर्ण बजट नई सरकार बनने के बाद आपके समक्ष लेकर के आएंगे। साथियों, मुझे विश्वास है कि देश नित्य प्रगति की नई नई ऊंचाइयों को पार करता हुआ आगे बढ़ रहा है। सर्वस्पर्शी विकास हो रहा है, सर्वांगीण विकास हो रहा है, सर्वसमावेशक विकास हो रहा है।
विपक्ष कौन से चश्मों से देखता है वो केवल वो जाने। भारत 10वीं बड़ी आर्थिक विश्व शक्ति थी 2014 में, आज 5वीं बड़ी आर्थिक शक्ति बन चुकी है। 5वीं से अगले 3 साल के अंदर हम तीन सबसे बड़े आर्थिक शक्ति में हम लोग परिवर्तित होंगे। इस बजट में भी इंटरिम बजट है, वोट ऑन अकाउंट बजट है, पर फिर भी मुझे पूर्ण विश्वास है कि इस बजट में भी वही सफर आगे ले जाएंगे। और उस
My expectation is what the BJP government have been doing for the past 10 years, which is offering more SOPs to those industrialists who are close to Prime Minister Modi. I believe in the budget there would be policy decisions which would benefit those very select industrialists who have been benefiting for the past 10 years. And for the majority of the country, for the poor, for the middle class, we will only be treated to sound bites, only well-intentioned words, but nothing that would change the daily life.
All right, and with that, we have our 3 reporters on the ground to give us live action. Piyush Mishra joins us from Finance Minister's residence. Rahul Gautam is at MOS Finance Minister's Bhagwat Karaj's residence, and Ashutosh Mishra joining us from MOS Finance Pankaj Chaudhary's residence. Good morning to all of you. Let me take it up with Piyush first. Tell us what the schedule is going to be like. How soon do we see Finance Minister from her residence and, going to the Rashtrapati Bhavan to North Block? What is the entire schedule going to be like?
Well, certainly it's going to be a very important day, Pooja, and in few minutes from now, around 7:30 a.m., Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman will be leaving from her residence. She will first directly head to North Block, where she's going to hold a meeting with her colleagues there and also with the Finance Minister officials. After holding a meeting for a few minutes, she's going to come out and do and also show the copy of budget to the media, which will already be present there. And after that, she will head to President's house to seek her consent to present the budget, to table the budget. After that meeting with the President of India, Draupadi Murmu, she will directly head to Parliament, where a cabinet meeting will take place, and in that cabinet meeting the discussions on the budget will take place, and then the cabinet will pass that budget. At 11 o'clock, the budget would be tabled by Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman. It's going to be an interim budget, not full-term budget. We have spoken to few government officials. They are telling us that not big announcements are going to be made by the government. In fact, there will be no changes in tax slabs. This is what also the officials are telling us. Let me also try to show you pictures from right outside the residence of Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman. In few minutes from now, she will be leaving from here, directly head to North Block, and then hold meeting with the officials of Finance Minister. Her colleagues, MOS Finance Minister Bhagwat Karad and Pankaj Chaudhary will also be there, and then all of them will come out and show the copy, the e-copy of budget that will be tabled today at around 11 a.m.
See,
If you
from
talk about
that
this,
location,
budget,
Piyush, stay on with me, because the sun may still be rising, Sakshi, but, you know, I'm sure you also know it much better than I do, that it would have been a long night for the mantris or for the government officials when it comes to budget as well. And all our reporters already on ground, and Sakshi and I will continue to bring you updates on what can you expect and what precisely are the expectations of the Janta. Ashutosh Mishra continues to be with us. Ashutosh, 5 budgets done, in fact 10 years. Second term, final budget before Lok Sabha elections. As much as the people will be looking at it, so will be the opposition parties.
Well, Pooja, so will we, you know, even the salaried class person like us, even we have the expectations from the budget. End of the day, what we save, you know, by end of the month, there is nothing virtually left in hand. Of course, opposition will find the opportunity to target the government, but considering the, you know, unprecedented and the making surprising approaches by this government, you can expect really some poll bonanza, because remember, this is an election year, and as far as interim budget is concerned, then you cannot forget the 2019, then Kisan Samman Nidhi Yojana. So that was, you know, a mega poll scheme by the government, and because of the number of beneficiary, that was also reflected in the tally of the government when it comes to the parliamentary seats. So clearly on the election year, you can expect indeed certain surprises. But as far as the expectations of the opposition is concerned, of course they will criticize if there is some mega poll announcement in the budget comes, and they will even criticize if there is nothing announced by the government. But as far as middle class is concerned, they will expect some relief in the taxation system. As far as farmers are concerned, they will, you know, seek some replies as far as MSP is concerned, and also a cheaper rate of fertilizers concerned, raise in the Kisan Samman Nidhi is concerned. And when it comes to the capital expenditure, infrastructure, we have seen the government is trying to increase the you know, the demand, but clearly as far as investment, the expenditure is concerned, it is largely done by the government. So clearly you have to raise the expenditure power of the common person.
Very interesting. So, you know, it may be an interim budget, which means a brief budget, because the elections are coming of Lok Sabha, and the new government will then announce the next budget. Nevertheless, there will be some expectations from this budget, as Ashutosh is saying. There will be definitely middle class hopeful of more relief.